Hey Gary. Hey Ruth. Yeah, we're back. Oh my gosh. My internet was down on Friday. I was in a panic. I thought, you know, I thought it could have been like the big one, but I was cautiously optimistic and I didn't go crazy because hey Brian, you driving, yeah? I didn't go crazy because years ago I was convinced the world was coming to an end and I lived in an apartment house where the lights went out. And I figured it's over, man. And that's the good news. But this is a long time ago. And then I went outside my house and I realized everybody else is having a good time except me. I'm thinking the world is ending. So this time I didn't freak out when my internet went down. I went downstairs and I found somebody. I said, "Is your internet down?" He says, "No, it was just Verizon." But it set me back a day. I mean, I couldn't get anything done. Ruth, Raven, Spiritual Being, yeah, man. Tony, Oscar, Gabriel, Infinite One, Julie Harris, Ms. Erica, Lisa Bagby, Linda Lawrence, Jenny Mack, Forrest Robinson, Rhonda McDermott, George Swagger, Gabrielle Brummer, huh? One of my best friends is named Brummel. John F., Spirit Walker, Brenda, Gregory, Chris, Kokosh. Some big intel, yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's get right to it. Since we missed Friday. Hi from the Netherlands. Hey, Linda. I got very into Purium this weekend. I realized that I had another shipment coming and I had barely touched this stuff. So I've been drinking like crazy and I feel really good. I don't know. I don't think it's the coffee. I think it's these. I realized that I didn't have to live like a refugee, that I could like I have this box of Purium stuff, all these shakes. I thought to myself, I'll hold it. I'll just have a few scoops, I'll take it. And then I realized I have another shipment coming soon. So it's like, I better get on it, man. So I started drinking it like crazy and I feel like amazing with all the other things, with all the patches and the ASEA and everything else. I'm all rigged up and ready to go. Anything really exciting? I mean, I just got back from Shabbos. My internet was down on Friday. So I'm like kind of, you guys are probably way ahead of me right now. Anything news on the Brunson case? I mean, I saw something on Nino's thing, but it didn't really look like much information. Waylon Jennings, yeah. Just want to hear you say Waylon Jennings. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas. I don't get a strike. Willie and the boys. Siakash. 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 The C is like an S. Okay. Siakash. Towers look like. What do towers look like? The towers at the airport, everything's back to normal, it looks like. New towers for re-electric. Oh, what are the oh yeah, that's the big question, because that I was thinking really that is where we should be focusing our thoughts right now. A short video by Colin, cool. Yeah, I think I have his link below. If you need his link, he has some great stuff. But we really should be. I mean, this whole thing with Tesla energy is huge. My metro was down for 15 hours the other day. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I know, Chris. I got to put new strings on. I don't know why I'm so resistant to doing it. It would take me 10 minutes. I'm just like, I'm working on my new song. So I worked on it on Shabbos. I thought about it on Shabbos. I got the first verse written. Per column, Elon Musk stated March 1st will announce Tesla free energy. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. You took Waylon's mom to breakfast? Wow. Yeah. You've been to Looking Back, Texas. Wow. I mean, the name, it sounds like Looking Back, Texas. Brunson, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Uh-huh. Interesting. I saw something briefly because somebody had sent me a link to Nino, and Nino and Brunson. One of the Brunson brothers was saying that the Supreme Court was saying they don't have the power to remove a congressman, and the guy was saying no, that's not true. They do have the power. Looking back, Texas. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. Okay. I don't know if I was observing Shabbos, so if I posted, it would have been my brothers from Nepal. They might have. They might have. I don't know, but it would only be on this channel. My other channel is gone. And I thought about it. I was really I really and I think this is like helpful for everyone to think about. It's like I really went into Shabbos feeling very insecure. My internet was down. I couldn't contact anyone. I didn't know what was going on in the world. And I felt like, my channel was just removed. And I'm like, is it really worth doing this? I mean, am I losing it? Is it just, and I really like let myself kind of for a little while experience this kind of fear space. And then I was like, I don't have to think like this. This is not me. And I just totally turned around my Shabbos. I ended up to go for a walk on the beach and talking to God. And I just said, God, man, what's up here? I mean, and I just felt really better. I just felt like you like one can change their attitude. Like if you're having a bad day, you just say, you know what? I don't really feel like having a bad day. And I just turned it around. I mean, I was feeling insecure because I went to daven with a minion. I went to daven with at a shul, I mean, I guess shul means like synagogue. But it's not really a synagogue. It's just like, you know, it's a shul. It's just like a place where people hang out and pray. And I didn't know anyone. I was feeling a little insecure. I mean, I just walked in, first time there, and it was very pleasant. But I just, you can get it so easily. You can find yourself thinking like scary thoughts, like it's so I just decided at some point, I just said, you know what, man, I don't really feel like having a bad day. I'm just not doing it. I'm not going there. And I just kind of like picked myself up and said, stop being such a wimp and just like get over it and just, be a guy. Just go out and be a guy. Stop, I think, the fear space, this like fear space can be we're so used to like just going into that thought stream. And it was just like I'm not doing it. And I don't even want to tell. It's too embarrassing. I'll talk about it. Let's get to some intel. Israel will be the last, maybe happening now. I think there's a lot going on in Israel. Yeah, I agree, Wendy. Going, yeah, about Jimmy Carter. Yeah. Thanks, Dana. God love everybody, man. Love, love, love. Can be a fine line to walk sometimes. Yeah, it really can be. But I think it's important that we just remember that you don't really have to go there. Sikash. Siakash. Um, yeah, you definitely can be in charge. Greg Brandon, yeah. Throw caution to the wind. High noon here in Australia. Wow, Lady Stardust. beet juice. What's the mushroom thing I drink? Whatever the mushroom mix is, that soda they make. It starts with a K, and 2 scoops of purium. Purium. I'm just like, I'm going all out on the stuff, man. It's delicious. Trump girl today, she was going through a rough time right now. She will come back soon. Okay, gotcha. Get your Florida cruise. Yeah, man. Absolutely. How's my workout? I didn't work out. I don't work out on Shabbos, but no, it's not chaga. It's the it starts with a K, like what is it? You can buy it in a little bit. I buy it in these big bottles now. Beet juice, and it had ginger, garlic. Yeah, man. Beet juice and all, ginger, garlic. Yeah, I had a lot of garlic. Kachava. Yeah, it's like kachava. Not kachava. Kombucha. Yeah, I have a little kombucha, beet juice, and 2 scoops and water, and 2 scoops of purium mix. I'm buzzed, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a combination of all these 3 things. I'm like, really, and just having gone through a very, it's Shabbos is just kombucha. Yeah, Shabbos is just so important. I mean that if you're not religious and you don't get Shabbos, I mean, Shabbos, we turn everything off. I don't flick, theoretically, I don't flick a light switch. I use the stairs. I don't take the elevator. I don't, turn on the oven or anything like that. It's just like everything is off. It's just like whatever is ready, and whatever's not is not. And it's just like a time, and it's so important, I think, I know for me, I mean, to just turn everything off, deal with your own thoughts for a little while, just deal with yourself for a bit. And I feel so much better now. I mean, I went through some really dark spaces during the time, but sometimes you need to just go through it. Anyway, kombucha. Is the kombucha's giving me a buzz? Could be, man. I know there's a little bit of alcohol, a tiny drop of alcohol. Yeah, it's good to take a break from the technology. Yeah, I feel good. I feel good. Going to the hospice. 96. Oh, I'm sorry, Laura. Cola kombucha. Freight train. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, Laura Smith. Magnesium important too. Okay, so let's get to some intel. So here we go. This is from the White Hat channel. Because this came out now 17th. The 17th, today is the 18th. So the 17th was yesterday. Okay, so I didn't see this because my internet was off. Says Gilligan. We're talking about Gilligan. Anybody who doesn't know, if you're new to the channel, you don't know what Gilligan is, just think of the island in the Caribbean. A 3-hour tour with Ghislaine driving the submarine, right? I mean, what a zany, great time. Oh my gosh. There's Bill and Hill here on Gilligan's. Lovey, could you bring me my tea, please? Okay, so anyway, so commence near-death civilization event. Last year, I was the first to tell you several times the Gilligan's Island saga was just beginning. Now, the mainstream conservative channels, news, that's an interesting thing. The mainstream conservative channel news are reporting the Gilligan's Island's name to be released. And all of DNC, the DS operatives, are watching in panic. And it's known that the military classified Corvette circles, JB is on the list, as is BO, but Bio's name will be one of the redacted names, but will be eventually released prior to Michelle's huge presidential campaign run. But who knows what the White Hats have planned. Okay, so this is all new stuff, man. I mean, okay, so as Gilligan saga exposure begins and Mr. T, Elon E, Joe Rogan, White Hat infiltration inside CNN will run stories with New York Times, including Tea House Congress. All will go up after the Gilligan Island case saga. Now, are they saying that will run stories with the New York Times? So in other words, this was the plan from the beginning, to infiltrate and take over the MSM and use it for our information, because the same way that the poor libs got indoctrinated, they have to be liberated. Just like, if you want to cut a tree, you have to use an axe with a wood handle. You have to use the wood against itself. So too with this. It's a bad metaphor because I'm not really into the idea of chopping trees, even though I did own a chainsaw when I was younger. But anyway, okay, so okay, as this Gilligan's Island exposure begins, and Mr. T and E and J Rogan, okay, we got all that. The deep state DNC are in panic over exposure of the medical thing too. This thing, the gain, okay, and with Gilligan and the little ones, and this is called the storm, right? All these things happening at once. An event unfold to expose the DS, unleashing so the conservative outlets are about to unleash a storm of information. So in response, as events unfold to expose them, the DS is unleashing their near-death civilization event plan. World War III, good factory destruction, gas shortage, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Toxic chemical release, right? That was part of it. There's more. There's a lot more. Wow. A new one of these, right? A new thing, a new medical thing. There will be a picture. There's still picture of the. Okay, okay. So it's all, they want to do that as we go into this near-death civilization events. As I've been talking about, all these events were going to happen, but people thought I was fear-mongering back then, and instead of understanding what was going to happen, and several Patriot channels talked about these events to come, we are now deep inside this event already. We're inside the event. These forces have stopped every nuclear attack detonation from going off in the 21st century. Several countries tried detonating nukes in the past 2 decades, but they were stopped by forces. Okay, probably by, we could say it on this channel, right? Let me take these off for a while. We could say it on this channel. The Galactics won't permit it. We on this channel I don't think we have a problem admitting that. As my Rebbe said, it would be arrogant to think that we're the only ones in the in the worlds. There are obviously others. Apparently, this is what we're coming to learn. Interesting. You guys can witness me going to the kombucha over coffee, and with the Purim and the beet juice and cherry juice. Oh yeah, I put cherry juice in too. That's probably part of it. Okay, so stay strong. Okay, so These forces have stopped nuclear attack detonations from going off in the 21st century, but were stopped by forces, okay? There is a reason the deep state agenda to eliminate people through foods, through wars, through nukes didn't succeed on a mass scale is because the white hats and a miraculous technology and outer forces working hand in hand. Okay, so that they're telling you, and above all, the hand of God and divine intervention has always been in place from the satanic agenda, fully controlling. They can't succeed because God's in control. Thank God. Stay strong, patriots, and stock back up on food, resources, supplies for the events happening and coming. We are inside the storm and major events hitting. We're inside the storm. Everything is leading to military crimes against you. Currently, T's Congress House is exposing the DS in what many white hats call the soft military tribunals already taking place. That's a very interesting concept, which leads to the real tribunals, soft tribunals in Congress. I mean, you could see it when they were talking to the Twitter executives. They were saying like, really? You got a medical degree, man? You're qualified to tell me who I can listen to and who I can't? And by the way, I am not taking it personally. I realize what I did violate, why I was called a cyber bully, because I was calling out, I was calling out, I'm not even going to go into it, but I was calling somebody out, and apparently you're not allowed to do that on YouTube. It was still a vile and ridiculous act. There's no reason for them to do that, but I don't want to go into that. But anyway, it's all good. Like this is the third time I've been taken down, and each time I come back stronger. And I lose I lose a lot of old videos that maybe the world should not see anyway. I mean, I've been practicing for years, and now maybe I'm making some decent videos because I have some help. I'm not doing my own editing anymore. I got some cool dudes from Nepal checking, watching my back. So it's all good, man. And we got the Patreon thing happening, and I already put a film together for Patreon, and I want to put some of my music on Patreon. I want to encourage people to join me there because I can communicate a little bit easier. Like if you send me a message, I get it on my email. I mean, that would have happened on the Gnostic channel. So but I think Patreon, it's I just decided to use Patreon because I already have it and it's all set up, and I wasn't really using it, and it just fits right now. It just fits the bill. Okay, and it'll really get us out of it'll. I need. I mean, as a creator, I mean, I'm creating. I really like to create. There's some things that I just can't say. A lot of things I can't say on this platform that I really need to say. I need to express the ideas. The ideas need to be shared with the world. And so now I have an outlet, and I'm set up. I'm slowly getting set up to publish more. The things that I can't say here, I could say over there, and also nice things like just guitar stuff that I just want to put out. Thanks, Angela Smith. Yeah, I really went into like a real negative space on Shabbos. I was like, I'm a failure. I can't do it. This is too much. And it's amazing. And then I just said, "Come on, man. What are you talking about? You just because your internet was down for one day and you got taken down. I mean, and then I realized what a good thing it is that I got taken down because all those videos of me like practicing to make a decent video are gone. I can make some new ones, and I am. I'm making new ones on this platform that are much more professional. And you know, I think someday when things turn around, they'll probably resurface, I hope. But I'm not, it's all God's will. Anyway, next week the Supreme Court may reconsider the thing. Yeah. Oh, I can't talk about the okay. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you for telling me. You're not getting notifications? Yeah, check out your notification bell. Hermit sloughs. Same here, bananas. Yeah, just waves of up and down. Yeah, you get past that, and but even more, you realize the downs are really like it was like God was like just upping my ante, upping the game. He said, "Get on page." I mean, this is what my friend Benaiah said. Get on Patreon, man. It's like what do Because I'm feeling like I can't do it because of YouTube and blah 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 blah. But listen, everything is working out. Everything is working out. So. Um, It always does. It always does, I mean, and, whatever. Okay, so anyway, so let me get back to the intel. Stay strong, Patriots. Currently, okay, so everything is leading back to military, and this idea of soft military tribunals is taking place. That's very interesting, which leads to real military tribunals. So they're getting the world ready. Currently the five-sided building push for the people from outer space has failed in their beta test, and now they have turned to the shooting down of balloons to a war agenda. And they're staging more incoming. There's going to be more balloons that will lead to right? They're going to try to push war. Okay, so that's interesting. The same goes with military weapons that create earthquakes, right? Long ago, Russia and the US in the 70s agreed not to use earthquake weapons in wars, but it has changed as Seattle, California are being targeted, and the DS is targeting Moscow. SCOTUS, okay, so here we go. Today, this is from today. SCOTUS to reconsider hearing case accusing, the Brunson case. The story is getting bigger and make conservative outlets and conservative outlets are sharing the info. If the projected push and noise is loud enough, this time SCOTUS will make moves. In the military command circles, there have been major fear this could happen. Since 2021 summer, inside leaks among some commanders and highest ranking generals were well aware of this events that could take place. This was a huge part of the reason several generals and commanders publicly stated we could go into civil war, massive civil unrest in 2024. Okay, they knew, and SCOTUS has been watching the U.S. events happening, and we're waiting for large parts of the U.S. citizens to be red-pilled in the last 2 years. And since the selection process, but I've been telling you for a long time, they gave the selection process to so the military also, you know what, I'm just gonna open a window. Can I do it without leaving my seat? I think I probably could. There's not a tremendous amount of wind. Yeah, when it's windy here, man, it's windy. There's no it was windy on Saturday. Oh, and okay, I'll let me get to that in a minute. Okay, so okay, SCOTUS has been watching the U.S. events happening, and we're waiting for large parts of the U.S. citizens to be red-pilled in the past 2 years, including the selection process. And they allowed JB to win. That was the military. The full corruption of a captured government by foreign powers needed to be exposed through a game theory plan and have U.S. citizens experience the darkness, the near-death events. And only until the operations would expose what's happening with the little ones and with Gilligan's Island and with the selection process and the big tech being controlled from censorship to cover-ups of JB's thing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All events unfolding are now and are connected to coming military intervention. If SCOTUS rules to hear the case, it leads to military intervention and proves there was foreign interference in the U.S. selection process and foreign occupation in the U.S. If SCOTUS, this is interesting, if SCOTUS does not rule to take the case, it all leads to military intervention. In other words, either way, it's going to lead to military intervention. It really doesn't matter. Okay, either way, it's going military. Behind the scenes, DOD, SCOTUS, U.S. government are planning and creating new laws that would invoke U.S. military in helping in case of huge, massive unrest. These laws being discussed pertain to soft martial law, state of rules and affairs. The truth, they are doing this to get the U.S. ready for civil unrest events, and these current talks will hit the public realm by summer into fall. They are preparing the U.S. for a future with military occupation. But if you've been following 17 the last years, you already know these military events are coming. 11.3, nothing can stop what's coming. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I got my Social Security check early too. I know. I was like, there's money in the bank, man. What am I worried about? They have been activated. Interesting. Nina from Texas. The criminal army, that is. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's now go. That was just one small channel. I could go here. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, let me just give a little whale alert. I don't think there's no way I could have discussed this yet because this is, I mean, this is just be like Noction, right? We just got to keep going, man. I don't know if I woke up, but on Friday, yes, on Friday I looked out my window and there was a whale on the beach. So I was like, man, a whale on the beach. And so anyway, all day they were burying the whale on the beach because apparently they have to bury it right where they find it. It was a pretty, I mean, not a small animal, and it was quite smelly. But we have 800 people. That's good. Yeah, so I'm saying, man, this is a new it's a new day. It's a new channel. I wrote a new song. I'm really tickled pink that a certain person just told me that she's listening. But the whale was safely buried. I watched the whole thing from my window. And there was a lot of hoopla. There was a lot of reporters there. You know, I saw one reporter was arguing in front of the building. He was saying, "They told us we just have to go down there and do it as soon as possible. We can't wait." It was very exciting, and yeah. So I that was part of my Friday, but it was really smelly too, and that was right after the night before when the fire, like the fire in the airport, there was smoke everywhere. I closed all my windows, and then the wind changed and it blew it all away. All right. Anyway, so that's my okay. So now let's go to this channel. New UK counterterrorism program says interest in great literature is a sign of far-right extremism. Whoa. The taxpayer-funded document included references to Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, Aldous Huxley's Brave New World, Joseph Conrad's The Secret Agent, 1984 by George Orwell, and the poems of G.K. Chesterton, which I'm not familiar with. Works by Shakespeare, Chaucer, Milton, Tennyson, Kipling, and Edmund Burke were also included. Yes, minister flagged by beleaguered counter-terror prevention scheme. Breaking news from around the world. Oh man, these guys are too much. Airman's best friend is a picture of a doggy. Now, what's this? Can I get this? This is truly the feeling of Fredo. I've always said this guy was a complete. Okay, I'm not going to read this because it could be cyberbullying. I was going to. Okay, not for me. Okay, I'll put this on the Intel channel. I'll share this on Telegram. You know, it's just like someday we're going to laugh about all this. It's like, really? Gilligan's Island? I mean, I can't just say it. Okay, here's from Mr. T. I also have to raise this up a bit. Mr. T's ahead in the polls. Okay, no surprise. I mean, really, not much of a challenger. Okay, so so this is about this is no problem. Okay, so Trump leading. Okay, we all know that. Fact check, true. Okay, everybody has to step up and support the. Okay, I'm not going to read this one either. Has to do with. I'm not even going to say what it has to do with. I'm just going to put it on the Intel channel. And okay, Intel, yeah, KFG. Okay, there we go. Okay, got it. Oh, so there's very little here. The special grand jury heard from 75 witnesses and concluded there's no fraud in Georgia. The special grand jury believes one or more witnesses may have not told the truth. Really? You don't want to go there. Ohio, I'm not going to talk about. It's a lot I can't really talk about. Wait a minute. Wait, I don't get the joke here. Wait, it says how to protect your house from a from a zombie apocalypse. Surround your house with treadmills set to jogging speed to stop walking. That's funny. Yeah, is that funny? I don't know. It's funny to me, sort of. I mean, as somebody who goes to a gym, I see these people walking for hours, but I like the stair machine. That's, and then I walk up 13. Oh, I said it. Oh. Okay, then I walk up 9 flights of stairs. Elon Musk tweeted, "Surround your house with treadmills." Right. Okay. Intel drop 521. We are fighting for life. We're fighting for good. We are at war. Not everything will be clean. Scare event necessary. Do you trust the U.S. military? Do you trust the chain of command? Have faith We are in control, patriots. Patriots Day. Have faith. You were chosen for a reason. You are being provided the highest level of intel ever dropped publicly in the history of the world. Use it. Protect and comfort those who don't know what's going on. And that's what we're doing on this channel. We have 900. That's really cool. I mean, that's really cool. I mean, we dropped, we went from 50,000 to 7,000, but we still have about the same amount of people on the live broadcast. So, that's then why no pics? Then why no hazmat? Okay, I'm not going there either. They grew smarter, utilizing the power of citizen journalism now, and realize they can cause more fear and speculation by staying quiet. Example, the balloons. Now, that's an interesting thought. Doubtful. I think it's more of a push to move people into their 15-minute cities. Intel just opened a huge facility nearby to the west. Plus, how would you explain the coincidence of the CDC change to their vinyl? Okay. They grew smarter, utilizing the power of citizen journalism now. They realize they can cause more fear and speculation by staying quiet. I don't get that. Do you guys get that? They can cause more fear by staying quiet? Are they talking about the enemy? You never feel alone in a live chat. Good. Eggs have a lot more vitamins, yeah. All right, so I don't really get that, but they grew smarter, utilizing the power of citizen journalism now. Huh. Are they saying that the citizen journalists can cause more panic by being quiet? And there's a picture of Washington crossing the Delaware in a you-know-what boat. Okay, that's another thing that could happen. This this is a really good one. I mean, I hate to laugh, but this is so true. 3 years ago, I had only $50 to my name. After working overtime and studying for 4 years, I finally got the career of my dreams. Today, I have $5 and 230 23 let's see if I can pronounce this right. 200 and 100,000 debt. 230,000 $230,000 debt. Okay, so that's like all of us, man. I had nothing, and then now I have a tremendous debt. You right? It's absolutely obscene. The thing with, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the idea that land could be cheap in certain areas after certain incidents, and Billy G could be planning to buy. I just can't believe that Billy G is still, is still out and about, but it could be. I just don't see it, but I think they want people to see what these people are really about. Okay, so that was what you really need to know: dead fox, 6 dead chickens, some small fish, dirty cars, oil slick in riverbeds, Once disturbed, oil floats, it doesn't settle to the bottom. Couple of videos with people complaining about smell and irritation. Some were extra in white noise. Okay, so we don't know. We don't know. I'm just saying. Is it possible East Palace? Okay, I'm not going there. All right. Funny how the tables turn. This is kind of cute. 2023, normal people. Aliens are here. 2023, conspiracy theorists. No, they're not. Guess what? It's all distortion. Okay, this intel is very. Okay, here, this looks like a decent thing. Mr. T, very overt comms, dropping bombs. One of two drops, 953 string versus 952. About the collusion and statements. Carpet bombs are okay, but tactical nukes. Okay, we know about that. I don't know. I'm just reading all this civilian puppet player in the games. We play for keeps. Need help sleeping. How's your meeting with Nancy P? Protection offered. Life lesson. Be smarter than those controlling you. T minus 1234. Be smarter than those controlling you. That's an interesting thing. All right, I'm not gonna. The intel is. I think we get the main gist of it. Let me just see. I'll just touch on. I hate to do it. I'm not going to say anything. If he says some stupid stuff, I'm just going to just ignore it. That's how I lost my channel. Now Western Lent and Eastern Orthodox Julian Lent and Eastern 40-day period, February 22nd, February 27th. I don't know. I'm not even, I'm not going to go there. I'm just, 219 new moon, right? We're coming into a new month. Okay. I've read all the intel I think I can stand. Thank you, save you later. Yeah, I totally agree with you. You can't make any money on Rumble. I mean, I have thousands of videos, maybe thousand. I don't know, a lot of videos on Rumble. I think I've made it a whopping $48 in 3 years of. But it's not going to matter soon anyway because Um, it's just not going to matter because I'm starting to get incomes from the health products. I'm starting to get income. We'll get the Patreon thing going, and this channel will last as long as it does. I like the live thing. I am actually making plans to go live on different platforms. I'm working on that. I just haven't had, because my internet was down. I haven't had a chance, but I'm going to start live streaming on a different, like on this platform, but I'll be using a different kind of software, and that will allow me to broadcast on multiple platforms. And one of them is Telegram. So I'll be able to post. I'll be able to go live on Telegram. That will make it pretty safe. The cups. I don't think so. No, I didn't get them. I didn't get the cups. Um, did you get the memo? I'm not sure. I've been out of. My internet wasn't working Friday, so I haven't really had anything. Yeah, Rumble is very difficult. Rumble is challenging, but I think we're going to be on Facebook, maybe Telegram. We'll figure it out. But I'm working on it. I mean, I'm working with my friends on it. But I think Patreon is going to be, a good backup and a possible source where where we'll be able to, if enough people put in just like a little bit, we could just keep it going. Although I don't think they have a live broadcast there, but I could at least post videos there. And I can post uncensored videos there, and I've already done that. I mean, I've already filmed a video that should come out on Patreon in the next couple of days. Go with Telegram. Yeah, I might go with Telegram. Well, I will. I'll do whatever I can, but yeah, Telegram could be a good way. Yeah. Deregistered. Yeah, the Euphrates River is supposedly it's not even in Revelation. I think it's in the prophets, because we don't have the book of Revelation, and we also have that prophecy, and it says that you'll be able to walk over the Euphrates River. You just be able to step right over it. It'll be so small. It says 187. Really? I thought you could. No, people are joining for $5. Tons of info. Yeah, you got 30 in Patreon and can't get it. I don't know, T Miller, about. I don't know about that. Yeah, Telegram's vicious. The scammers are vicious. It's dried up. Yeah, the Euphrates is dried up. That's interesting. Yeah, mentioned a couple times, right? Tricky Euphrates. Right, you can do a group chat on Telegram. Yeah, I tried that actually a couple years ago. You can go live on Patreon. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Because I mean, I guess ultimately, if everything was shut down, then I could go live on Patreon. But I think you can. I don't think you didn't. It's for sure not 187. I have people joining for $5. blow a dam or two and fill up the Euphrates, yeah. DeSantis close with Bush. Interesting. Three one, a March 1st Elon Earth announcement. Hold Linwood at arm's length. Yeah, I can't comment. I don't think about other people. 18. 18 in Jewish gematria means chai, which means life. So 18 is a big number. When we give donations, we usually give donations in multiples of the number 18. And we say l'chaim, to life. I think we're still waiting to hear more about the Brunson case, but apparently, according to the intel we read before, either way, it's going to lead to military things. Right, a dry Euphrates is biblical. Some people will never wake up. I was thinking today, I walked into this new shul. I said, I doubt any of these people know what they would know anything, and they're fine. Hole in the fabric of space because we nuked, yeah. Watch interview with Brunson and Nino. Right, Tracy. Yeah, I saw somebody sent me that. I'm going to check it out. He said that I think we have to get really active about it. My first love was a cow. Interesting. I am at least here. Write a letter to SCOTUS. Happy Sunday from New Zealand. Nice. All right, I think I'm going to call it an evening, and I'm working on a new song. The funniest thing is ancients knew all the cycles on the planet. That's why the solar cycle, polar shift. Could be. All righty. So anyway, just have a great night. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to be here on Friday. It was really hard for me. And we'll see you in the morning, God willing. All is good. I think a lot's happening. I mean, I think we're in the storm right now, but it's not hard for us. You wrote a letter to the Supreme Court. Karen, my pleasure. Okay, we'll see you in the morning, and get some sleep. Enjoy your evening, and we got this, man. It's all happening. We're in the storm. The near-death civilization event seems to be sort of happening around us. It's not really so scary for us. And may the force be with you. All right, see you guys tomorrow. God bless.